Today, we're not just talking about another piece of malware. We're going to talk about a threat that basically went from a petty thief to a criminal mastermind in just a few months. This is the story of Interlock ransomware, and you're going to want to hear this.
So, let me ask you something. When you hear the phrase mid-tier cyber threat, what do you picture? Some minor annoyance, right? Maybe something that only bothers small businesses? Well, that's a really common assumption, but it's an assumption that could cost you, well, everything. Because the answer to that question is a huge, resounding yes. It's absolutely a threat, especially when that so-called mid-tier threat doesn't stay mid-tier for long. And honestly, Interlock is the perfect and frankly scary example of a threat that evolved with alarming speed.
Okay, so how does that even happen? How does a simple little data thief turn into a digital kingpin? Let's trace Interlock's pretty wild rise and see exactly how it became the super sophisticated threat it is today.
Just take a look at this timeline. In the middle of 2024, Interlock was basically just stealing passwords. No big deal, right? But then, by February 2025, just a few months later, it's a full-blown ransomware enterprise, and it's hitting critical sectors like healthcare, government, you name it. I mean, can you imagine the chaos if a hospital's patient records are suddenly locked up, or a factory floor grinds to a halt? That's an insanely fast evolution.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The cybersecurity firm Forescout put it pretty bluntly. They said Interlock has reached operational maturity. Now, that's kind of security speak for, they're in the big leagues now.
So what does operational maturity actually look like? Well, forget that image of a lone hacker in a dark basement. This is organized crime, but with the efficiency and polish of a tech startup. Seriously, they have professional affiliates, automated tools for their attacks, and they even have victim support channels to help you pay the ransom. It's a complete criminal business model from top to bottom. Okay, so we've established they're sophisticated, they're organized, but how do they actually get in? Because understanding their methods, that's really the first step to building a solid defense against them. And here's the crazy part. It almost always starts with something deceptively simple. A single compromised email. One click. That's it. One click from an employee who doesn't know any better can literally open the floodgates to a complete network lockdown. So once they're in, they follow a very clear playbook. Step 1, infiltration. Then they start moving sideways, laterally through your network, basically hunting for the good stuff, your valuable data. But here's the really sneaky part. Before they encrypt a single thing, they exfiltrate it. They quietly steal a copy for themselves, and only then do they lock everything down and demand payment. It's a precise, multi-stage attack that's designed for maximum pain. And that stolen data? Well, that's their trump card. It lets them do what's called double extortion. Pay us the ransom or we leak all your sensitive info to the public. On top of that, they can hit both Windows and Linux systems. Their spread is automated and scary fast, and they even franchise their malware out to other hackers through an affiliate network. This thing is built for maximum leverage and widespread damage.
All right, I know that all sounds pretty intense, and it is, but you are not helpless here, not at all. So now let's talk about how you fight back. Let's build your defense plan.
This right here is your defense checklist, and every single item is critical. It all starts with your people, training your team to spot those tricky phishing attacks. Then you've got the tech essentials, secure offline backups, and patching your software constantly. And it goes even further to advanced strategies like segmenting your network, using behavioral analysis, and my personal favorite, strict risk-based access controls. Seriously, if someone doesn't need access to something, just don't give it to them. It's that simple. Let's just zoom in on that network segmentation point for a second, because the difference it makes is literally night and day. On the left, you've got an unprepared flat network. A single breach is like a wildfire. It just spreads everywhere, causing a total shutdown. But on the right, a segmented network is like having heavy-duty fire doors. A breach is contained to one area. The ransomware can't spread easily, recovery is way faster, and the business can actually keep running. It is the difference between a small incident and an absolute catastrophe.
So after all that, what's the bottom line? What's the real wake-up call that a threat like Interlock represents for all of us?
You know, when you boil it all down, it comes back to this one powerful number. 1. One phishing email opened. One bad link clicked by an employee. One single compromised password. That is all it takes for an operation like Interlock to waltz in the door and bring your entire organization to its knees.
Look, the rise of ransomware like Interlock isn't just another warning. It's a direct challenge to every single business out there, big or small. Prevention isn't optional anymore.
It's about survival. So the final question really is for you. This is the wake-up call. It's ringing right now. Are you ready to answer it?